anniversary, no doubt about it. It's a boogie woogie event this morning. A lot of people coming into the studio dancing, really booging down. So that's how it should be. That's the spirit.
The excitement is so much.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, Rasaq Ayinla is here with us to celebrate the OGBC's 48th anniversary. He is the editor, Business Day newspaper. Rasaq, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Debo.
Thank
Good
you
morning,
for joining
Bolaji.
us.
Good morning to our listeners.
Now, you came in,
It's a big celebration for us.
throwing out so many names.
For all of us.
Yes,
For all
of
of us.
us.
It's a big celebration for all of us.
Yeah.
In fact, seeing OGBC will have gone this far,
Mhm.
it's commendable.
Mhm.
Because I remember why I had to go and do a course from a TV college. It's on Magawata, who was the director then,
Okay.
and later become DG of NTA. I told me that what the pioneers, what do you still
What are
want
you doing
in Refit? So that tells you how important in broadcasting, in radio broadcasting is. And of course, it has trained a lot of people. It's a training ground for a lot of seasoned journalists, seasoned broadcasters who have made their ways in broadcasting. I remember Eugenia Modu then, Eugenia Abu, trained here. I remember Mujima Kojola. I remember even John Momo, who is the owner of channels. Large number of people have passed through OGBC. Don't forget, this is the first state-owned radio in Nigeria after WMTV, WMBS, and of course, a lot of people. It's what commended. I remember back from Ilaro also trained there. So a lot of people they pass through this place. We need to celebrate, and we call it for celebration. The only thing we can tell our government is that we need to move from broadcasting to training. To training. It's unspeakable that OGBC, the pioneers, is not having training school for broadcast. That is the next step for us to go. We can only implore our government, led by Prince Abiodun, to look in that direction. Because if people in JOS, in NTA, in Refit, in TV College could be telling me that what do you still want in JOS? Why are you in JOS when you have OGBC, your pioneers? Of course, we can only tell them the people at the corridor of power to look at that and ensure that OGBC become a training ground.
Yeah, this morning it says going to be actually like we started from 7 a.m. You had so many voices, big names in the industry, people who passed through here, people who made this place what it is today. And if you think the superstars are the Bolajis of this world,
far from me though.
It's far from
me.
I was in secondary school.
Hey, listen to this.
I was in secondary school. I was hearing voices of the likes of Sheson and Kishola, our own Toyin Shogbeso,
Peter Okodua.
I find it very difficult to sleep at night listening to Toyin Shogbeso and Bolale Karim way back. And early in the morning, you don't want to miss Okodua, Peter Okodua.
You don't want
on today in the papers. You don't want to miss the voice of Adeyinka Ladishelu. Very early in the morning.
You don't want to miss that.
So many big names. Bolale Karim led the beat.
To mention them.
Yeah, so many of them.
We are small rats. Of course, we are small rats.
So we are not the superstars.
We are passed through this place.
Well, it's a beautiful Monday morning, and we're so excited, so happy that God has brought us this far. When you look back, you see your own seeds becoming mega stars all over the world. You are happy. You are the Baba.
Well.
So
we are the pioneers. We are the pesetas, of course. The earliers are OGBC and Radio Benue and Pluto and so on. As you can see, that we are privileged.
Congratulations once again.
Congratulations to all of us.
Yeah. So let's go straight into the headlines. We have a whole lot to talk about this morning, from tax issues to economy issues to security issues. But just wait, don't go anywhere.
I know, produce a lot.
So many.
inheritance tax in Nigeria's tax reform bills, says Taiwo Yedele. The Nation says this. The chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform Committee, Mr. Taiwo Yedele, has clarified that recently proposed tax reform bills do not include any provision for an inheritance tax. According to Mr. Yedele, the inheritance tax was abolished in Nigeria in 1996 following the abrogation of the capital transfer tax decree.
I think if you look at the whole issue surrounding the tax reform bill, you want to agree with me that we have some saboteurs and some people who are fake news peddlers, and they have been the one causing this ulabalu. If you look at it critically, you want to agree with me that quite a number of things will be treated by these tax reform bills, and saying that they are bringing in your income tax into it, it is not something that is true, because it has abolished for a very long time. But let's look at the whole tax reform bill. The first thing it's tried to do is to control the anomalies in tax and revenue management. It is to control disequilibrium in the way they share the federal allocations on monthly basis. I give you an example of Ogun State, for instance. Ogun State, as a state, with all the largest industries, we supposed to get big because we are contributing big to the federal government purse. In terms of corporate tax, we are there. In terms of what they remit, in terms of value-added tax, we are there. In terms of the mining, Ogun State has been the largest contributor in terms of what they get royalties from land. Natives will continue to be reporting every time. Contribute the biggest royalties they are paying on limestone. Don't forget, we have the biggest cement factories in Nigeria. If you also go to Lagos, in terms of what they report to federal government in VAT, they are getting the largest. And some states of the federation are not contributing at all, while some are contributing little. But when it comes to sharing formula, they want to say that Lagos, that's supposed to be the biggest, is not collecting as the biggest from the federal government purse. And they will say that Kano, because it has 44 local governments, and Lagos is having only 20 recognized local governments, therefore, Lagos will get more money than Kano. Kano will get more money than Lagos. So you want to query yourself that, it has to be on what I contribute. It has to be more I contribute, the more I get. But the more some state contribute, the less they get. So this tax reform bill will also create a kind of heady revision. Look at it to think out of box, because some states are deadwood. If you look at MBS report, they don't contribute anything at all, and they are collecting money on monthly basis. So this is a time for every one of them to wear the thinking cap instead of maligning, instead of sabotaging the efforts. This is a time for all these governors to look inward and look at where they have competitive and comparative advantages, so that they can create wealth, so that they can also contribute big to the purse. Because as it is today, some states are the largest contributors, while they are the mean collectors at the end of the month. So we need to correct this anomalies, disequilibrium, and that is what the bill is trying to do. And at the same time, it's bringing a progressive tax in real sense. What do I mean by that? Some people they are big wigs. They earn big, but they contribute little to the tax. Some of them even evade tax. Some afford tax in Nigeria. And it is because of the fact that they are the big players. But with this tax reform bill, we are bringing in progressive tax, whereby if you earn big, you remit big as tax. If you earn less, you pay less as tax. And don't forget, some people are even exempted from this tax payment. They exempted those MSMEs, operators, micro, small, and medium scale enterprises that are earning less than 50 million naira on year. They are exempted from paying tax. What is that meant to do? What is that meant to do? It is to stimulate the economy from the bottom up. So some people who are at the bottom of the ladder are exempted from tax women in order to ensure that they have more capital to trade, they have more capital to transact, they have more capital to equip themselves economically, and that is what the tax is trying to do. Exempt some people who are learning less, who are earning less, and try to bring more people into tax net who are earning big. So a lot of anomalies will be corrected with this tax reform bill. But some people who are saboteurs, some people who do not want this thing to see the light of the day, are criticizing it. But I think I need to tell Tango Idele at the center of the stage to create more awareness, to make available this bill so that Nigerians will look at it word for word and look at it clause for clause to know where to go exactly. And it is open for criticism. It is open for suggestion because it's still a bill, and a bill needs a town hall meeting. A bill needs a reading in the National Assembly. So I think this is at the right time that Mr. President is bringing tax reform bill.
We just had that submission from Rasaq on the tax reform bill. Now let's go to another reaction. Some of those, what's it called now? So, economy, revitalization, position of government. Now, reforms introduced to reposition, revitalize the economy. This was a statement by Shetima, that's Nigeria's vice president. The vice president, Senator Kashim, has called Nigerians to be patient with the federal government, saying that the various reforms introduced were aimed at revitalizing and repositioning the economy. Speaking on behalf of Vice President Shetima at Bayero University and Financial Inclusion, in the office of the Vice President, Dr. Nuruddin Abubakar informed that the Vice President was basically about collaboration, cooperation, and exploring available opportunities under the current administration. I think it still speaks to what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I want to say, without any doubt, that Nigeria, we are on the path of economic viability again. And why are we on the verge or on the path of economic viability? Is because of the fact that without any proof for any government, I want to commend this government led by Bolaji for repaying the debts they have. But at the time he's taking over leadership last year, May 2023, our debt was about 130 trillion naira, domestics and foreign debts. And at that time, Nigeria was on the verge of going into abyss. But thank God we couldn't go. And they did a lot of financial engineering to ensure that a lot of debts were paid back. and that is giving you can see it even in our foreign reserves, that the foreign reserve today is increasing in value, and you can see that some effects on foreign aid. But I think government need to do more in terms of production, so that we can create wealth, so that we can create more job. They need to do more looking at the mining sector, looking at mineral resources, looking at what we are endowed with, and try to harness them. And President Macron of France last week, when trying to tell them that, oh, fine, we are at this level in Nigeria. We have lithium, we have copper, we have gold, we have almost everything you can think of all over the world. What do you want to do to get this from us? Before, France was accused of preferring all these mineral resources from its past colonies, like Niger, like Burkina Faso. Now they are trying to have that business with Nigeria, so that Nigeria will supply it. And if you want to know, Nigeria has the most active lithium in the world. Our lithium is very active. That in the world market, it's fast selling. Look at that. We couple with all other mineral resources that we have for Nigeria to harness all these resources to ensure that production, we base everything on production instead of tax. Fine, tax is very good. Tax is legal, it's constitutional, but we need to do tax with human face, because whether you like it or not, some people market are not taxable. Some people product are not taxable, because if you tax them, you want to kill them. And I want to also commend them with the tax reform bill that is exempting some people. If you are earning less than 50 million naira on yearly basis, you are exempted from tax as MSMEs operators. So this is commendable on the part of the government. They are trying to stimulate the economy from the bottom. So they are using bottom-up approach to stimulate the economy. So this is commendable, but I need to tell them again that even if you are taxing people, you must try to recapitalize the economy. You must try to do a lot of things to redeem the economy in order for people to pay tax. Tax is a secondary. Production is primary. So let's start from production. If I have money, I'll pay tax ordinarily. If I don't have money, then it becomes a problem for me to pay tax. So let's ensure that we create prosperity, shared prosperity among Nigerians and businesses, so that people will pay tax naturally. So let's go production. Let's now go tax afterwards. So that is my advice to the federal government and other coordinating ministers, as well as all other governors and state governments.
All right, there's this one here. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has urged officers and soldiers of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Adeyinka to intensify efforts to end terrorism and insurgency in the region. Addressing officers and soldiers of the operation, General Oluyede stated that he was in Maiduguri to interact and obtain first-hand information about their welfare and challenges, with a view to offering solutions that would boost their morale. I mean, this move by Oluyede is actually a form of encouragement. He's starting on a good note, isn't it?
Yeah, if you look at what he's done, we said earlier on that a lot of incentives, economic incentives, needed to be done in our economy in order to ensure that our production is boosted. And part of it is to ensure security. In the north, they used to be the supplier of everything that we eat in the south, from vegetables, pepper. We also have beans. We have livestock that they won't bring in, even during a layer every time they bring it. But today, they couldn't do that. The reason is that they have been rattled by insecurity. And insecurity has destroyed almost everything in the north. And they are just rebuilding north. They couldn't go far. If you can't go far, then you don't have anything to supply. You are not producing, you are not productive. So this is very important. Security, it is the first thing for us to boost production, because they couldn't go to farm. These people, you remember when we had KB rice. You remember when Lagos State partner KB and they have leak rice. You also remember when we also partner them in the north, in Ogun State, to have our own rice there. But now they couldn't supply rice for us because insecurity has rattled them, and also have cattle rustling. So this, we need to tackle it frontally in order to ensure that production is boosted from the north. Raw materials production is boosted from the north. So we need security, and what they are doing is commendable.
Only smokes.
At this point, let's open the lines on 0803 and 0815 The lines to call this morning to be part of the program Morning Flight. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations to ODBC at 48.
Thank you.
In fact, how will I forget that is a program straight from the heart? We always write letter from Bagada Lagos to ODBC. Funny enough, I came to collect a gift. Guess what they gave me? I was given a tray.
From
all the way.
Hey, yeah, girl. He's right.
In fact, numero station in Ogun State. I'm so happy to be an ardent callers, listeners of ODBC. In fact, people that were complaining about this tax reform are people that have not really sit down and study it. And there's so many explanations on platform. So people should just calm down because personally I know that we are good to go with this new tax reform. So people should just calm down and relax. We know hope is really coming to Nigeria. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much for
Our we benefit immensely from it because we have been shortchanged all this while in Ogun State.
0803 Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Oh, yes, you. Hello.
We are with you, sir.
We are with you, sir. We are with you.
Thank you.
We are talking about the reform tax reform. I just pray that the finance that would, I think it's going to work better in Nigeria. Those who are deciding we have some contribution. I'm also happy that many other people from the southern part of this country are also going to support the dream.
Yeah.
Let's that thing that the due advantage that going before and the doubt is taken away from them. I don't think so. And then also hard when there are many resources in the north.
Yes. You are very right, sir.
I think it's laziness or willingness because they want to enjoy free application. Maybe somebody said something on WhatsApp. Those who are contributing more and who are taking less. I think that it's something that must be good. Thank you very much for your analysis. And then talking about this other issue, but I agree with you quite well that it has got this good, yes, but we need to do more in our production. We need to do more in our production. In some cases, it's not necessary to reduce tax. Some areas, especially with the big areas, so that people can produce more. And also mentioned it earlier, progressive taxation, which is now being embedded in our tax. I think the higher you earn, the higher the percentage of income and what tax that you pay. In fact, some places, when you pay almost 100% of what you earn, depending on how that comes. I think that we should also avoid tax, people who have to pay tax. It is one thing it's surprising that somebody like the president of the US, Donald Trump, was accused of evading tax because American democracy.
Thank you, sir.
Democracy, or democracy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
that.
sir.
0803 437 9453. 0815 032 0226. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Oh, DBC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much, sir.
My name is Pastor Somoluka. I'm from Adeyinka.
Oh, glad to have you, sir.
Yes, your children is excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's doing very well now, but there's room for improvement.
Definitely.
We have changed a lot of broadcasters who are making waves all over the nation. You should keep it up. God bless you. Congratulations once again.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
0803 437 9453.
It's indeed a training ground for a lot of broadcasters who are making wave in Nigeria as of today.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ayinla Odusoya from Jebu.
Welcome.
Without scintilla of exaggeration, I say OGBC is excellent. Some many programs. Let me resort to Yoruba. Say kò sí tí odò lára túkùrù ṣe là ń rọ̀jò fún ọ̀rẹ́.
Wow.
Literally translated, there is no one you can throw out in your programs.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I recall vividly Peter Okoduan's
Morning prayer.
Sunday morning life on FM.
now, morning light now taken over by
What is that?
Yemi.
And his first
That
reception.
encyclopedia TMTO that will be just name any. Thank you, sir. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate this, sir. Thank you.
Wow. Our time is fast spent. I want to thank all our callers this morning for being part of, the production this morning, anniversary edition.
Yes.
Edition of Mormimg Flag.
Celebration
It's
all the way.
historic for us to be part of our anniversary edition.
Yeah.
Well, you can count on it. ODBC is not going to rest on our oars. We definitely are just started. You know, if you think you've seen anything, no. Just go and relax.
The
We
sky
have
is
so
just a
much.
starting point.
Yeah, we have a lot of our sleeves, and we're going to give you so much, in the years ahead. We want to appreciate your parents and say all our callers, and of course, a big thank you to the entire production crew.
Yes, we want to appreciate the editor.
Wait,
Yeah, I think we have to
go.
take
We must just take this call. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning, sir.
gentlemen of the press.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Because you're a veteran, that's why we're taking your call. Our time is fast spent.
And you're part of this celebration.
Very much.
Yeah,
I want to sincerely congratulate all of you that are there now.
thank you.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much, sir.
And I want to congratulate those of us who are pioneer members of staff still living.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank God, we are very gracious. And we thank God for everything. I am happy for one thing. You people call yourselves rats, you are no rats. Because you are keeping the flag flying.
Yeah.
And you are still very much in vogue
Thank you.
of
Thank you so
what
much.
OGBC used to be those days.
All right, thank
You
you.
have never deviated from it at all.
Thank you, sir.
I thank you, I appreciate you for keeping the flag flying.
Yeah, thank you.
Calling from Ilaru.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Baba.
sir.
We're
Really
almost wrapping
appreciate
up, but when we saw
That
this
is
call,
it. We have to
we must give him that honor.
That's it.
Okay, so
All right. With Idris Adelakun, ICT guys with Daniel Okichuku, the studio manager and Samuel Adeyinka. It's been a Shola Oni the production. I am Bolaji AZ. I'm saying keep listening to us because celebration continues.
okay, the front line and the lead building girl is in the studio. So our general manager is here. And of course, I can also say Okpelo Akinsholo, our director, and so many other beautiful GPC people. Thank you so much for being there. Rasaq,
Thank
we
you.
always celebrate.
Yeah, we
Always,
continue to celebrate.
always.
That's it.
I'm Debo Adeyinka. Have a nice day.